Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a Q&A, kind of answering some questions about me and everything kind of nail related, because I am a licensed nail tech for those who didn't know, here in Texas. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of answer some questions, just kind of like a little like icebreaker to my channel. So yeah, so let's just get into the questions. So first, some of these questions are gonna kind of be like all scattered around. I'm just kind of trying my best to kind of keep it organized. But yeah, so let's just jump right into it. So one of the first questions is, so how did you even get into nails? Like, what made you say, okay, this is what I want to do? So I started nail school in the end of 2022. I had just stopped working at an eye doctor's office. I did work at like a local eye doctor's here for almost 4 years. But after I kind of stopped working there, I was kind of questioning what I even wanted to do. I was in college studying to be a teacher, but I kind of was going through it a little bit. I did lose my dad, so that took like a really big toll on me. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to do something fun and something that, you know, I wanted to do at the time, and it was nails, and I actually ended up falling in love with it. You know, like cosmetology school wasn't easy, and it wasn't, you know, like super fun. I mean, it was fun, but for the most part, they kind of just show you how to pass like the state test, because you do have to take a written and a practical state board test. But yeah, so I really do love doing nails. So I got my license in 2023. I was in school for a couple of months, and I ended up graduating in 2023. I do have a nail studio in the back of my house. So I am home based. I love my like space here, and I kind of made it my own, kind of like the way that I wanted to. I kind of didn't want to work in a salon, just because I knew right off the bat that I kind of wanted to do what I wanted to do. So I kind of just fell in love with nails. I would practice in my little apartment, and I started taking clients kind of tip based, and then I started charging like $20. But yeah, so I kind of just dove right in, like honestly. But yeah, so I ended up only choosing the nail license in cosmetology school. So I'm not a cosmetologist, I'm just a licensed nail tech. So I have loved every minute that I've been in the beauty industry. And yeah, so next question. Okay, this one is, how did you figure out your prices without feeling bad or undercharging yourself? So being independent nail tech, you have to choose every single thing. So every decision that's ever been made, every color, every acrylic brand, every brush, every pedicure product, literally everything. My booking page, literally everything is just me. So when it comes to prices, you do kind of have to, you know, make a couple of tough decisions regarding prices. I wouldn't say tough decisions, but kind of decisions that you know will make you profitable. For a long time, I wasn't profitable, meaning I spent more into my business than what I was getting back. After a while, I did become profitable, and you know, owning your own business, you're always putting into it yourself because there's no one else. But yeah, so I'm constantly kind of staying alive in the trends, whether it's airbrush, whether it's new colors that brands drop, new acrylics, literally everything that's new, you kind of have to stay because clients will most likely ask. But yeah, so I feel like price-wise, you kind of have to know your worth. Of course, I don't charge super high because I kind of wanted to stay in the average in my city. I feel like I'm compensated pretty good actually, and my clients are, you know, the very best people. They are super kind. They know what it kind of takes business wise, so I feel like they tip me whatever they can, and it's so much appreciated. So I've never really had any problems where they said, oh, that's too much, or anything like that. So I'm very grateful for my clients and kind of how I can make money. But you know, they like, the business slogan is you have to spend money to make money. So I'm always happy to invest more into my business and keep growing. So yeah, next question. So someone asked, do you actually do your own nails or do you go to someone else? So that question is kind of 50-50. I do have a nail tech. I've been going to her for almost 4 years now. Her name is Deja. She has been doing nails for a little bit some time too. She is the best. Deja, I look up to her. Like, she is just amazing. If you live in Corpus, you have probably heard of her. She is amazing. She's so kind. She's so passionate about nails, and she just truly loves her job. And I love that. I resonate with that. She is super kind. So she is my nail tech. I don't go to her as often as I would like, you know, with school, because I do still go to college, and working myself, I do get busy. I try to go to her if I have like an event or a birthday or a holiday. But yeah, so as for doing my nails myself, I do. So yeah, I'm kind of like 50-50. I don't want to show my nails right now because they actually look awful. But yeah, so I feel like I kind of go both, but I do have a nail tech. And okay, next question. Okay, so this question says, are you a morning person or like me running on an iced coffee at 2 p.m. still in pajamas? So I am not a morning person. I so wish I was. I so wish I was one of the girlies that got up at 4 or 5 a.m. and go to the gym and, you know, start my day, get ready for work. Unfortunately, I am not. I am a night owl through and through. I will stay up as late as whatever is occupying me. If it's finishing a show or if it's playing Fortnite, I'm a night owl for sure. Okay, so next question. What's your guilty pleasure snack or drink you low-key hide from people? So I wouldn't say I have a guilty like pleasure snack. I'm a big snack person. I'm like, I don't hide that. I'm always kind of snacking. I love hot Cheetos. I am a hot Cheetos girl through and through. I love beef jerky. I also love chocolate. I have recently been a very sweets girl. I used to never like sweets. I don't know why. Like, chocolate would kind of gross me out. But yeah, no, I am for sure a snacker of all types, except corn nuts. I really don't like corn nuts. Next question. This one says, have you ever had to drop a client or just stop booking them? What happened? So unfortunately, no, actually, fortunately, I have never fired a client. I'm like very blessed with the clients that I have, and no, that's never happened to me. I'm like, knock on wood. But yeah, that would be kind of awful. So I feel like I'm a very understanding person, and my clients are also very understanding. So I feel I have not run into that problem, and I really hope I don't. Next question. Okay, this one says, would you ever date someone who didn't fully support your goals or career? So I actually have a boyfriend. We've been together almost 4 years now. And no, I would not date someone who didn't support me. That's insane. And you shouldn't either. If he or she is, you know, kind of weird about your goals and your dreams, that is a major red flag. I don't like that. So no, my boyfriend is super supportive. He is the best. Everything that I talk about, like business related, he is the first one to know. He is the first one to get every edit first. He's the first one to see all my nail pictures that I post. He's, you know, the best when it comes to the business, and he actually offers like advice, or if, you know, if anything I need, he's the first person I go to. So yeah, I would definitely not date someone who wasn't supportive. Okay, next question, let's see. So another question is, what made you start your YouTube channel? So I have always wanted to kind of post videos on YouTube. I know TikTok is kind of the new app, you know, kind of like the new thing that is trending right now. But I have always been a YouTube girly. I grew up watching YouTube, so I was kind of just inspired recently, and I went ahead and bought a camera. I made an investment. And yeah, so I am very happy to be on YouTube. The next question is, do you ever get nervous filming yourself? So yes, I have a very hard time kind of talking and getting out of my shell, because I am a very shy person. I know I'm a nail tech, and you know, my job is, you know, 50% doing nails and 50% talking and kind of engaging with my clients. So I wouldn't say I'm like 100% shy, because with my job I can't be. But I do get nervous filming myself. I don't know why. It's kind of intimidating just staring at the camera, and yeah, so I do get nervous, but it's kind of like my life is, not my life, but life is short in general. I wish we had more time to do things that we love. So yeah, so here I am doing things that I love because life is too short. Okay, next question. What is your love language? So my love language, honestly, I'm like all of them. I'm just kidding. I feel like my love language is words of affirmation and quality time. So I am like super big on those two. I need to spend time with you, because that's just who I am as a person. And words of affirmation, I need you to tell me how much you love me. Not all psycho or anything, but it's just nice to hear when people, you know, love you, or if they appreciate you. That is my everything. And you telling me stuff that you love about me, I'm like, I'll eat it up. So yeah, as long as it's honest and you're not weird. Okay, next question. So this next question says, if you could take a dream vacation right now, where are you going and who's coming with? So I don't know if you watch Love Island, but I do. Season 7, the one that just came out, is my first season watching Love Island, and I have been wanting to go to Fiji. Fiji is my dream vacation. That is just the best. It's so beautiful. I love the water, clear water. I'm like, I'm there. And my boyfriend is for sure the one that would be going with me. My boyfriend and my family, ideally. But normally, sometimes it's just me and my boyfriend, so for sure him. But yeah, so, and also like a friend's trip would also be so much fun. But yeah, so right off the top of the bat, it would just be them. Okay, so this one says, if you weren't doing nails or YouTube, what do you think you'd be doing instead? So for a lot of you, I don't know if y'all know, but I am in college. I go to a local community college here in my city. And yeah, so I have always wanted my degree. That's just who I was raised kind of to be and to want. So I am very school oriented. I did take a break, and I should have been done a long time ago, but you know, life happens. But yeah, so I am very much pro degree, pro school. I mean, of course, it's not for everybody, and that is completely understandable. I'm like, school's hard, especially college. And yeah, so I've always been a very like caring, wanting to help people type of person. So yeah, so I am in the healthcare field. Okay, next question. What is one of your biggest icks, like something that instantly turns you off? So I hate smacking. Smacking food, smacking gum. No, I hate that. Hate is a very strong word, but no, I hate that. Like, that is just so gross. I hate when someone can't close their mouth. That sounded aggressive, but no, but I do hate it. Like, I'm like, I can't. Just the noise, the chewing, I don't really like. So this one is about like nail techs. It says, what kind of experience do you aim to create for your clients? So I always want my clients to feel comfortable. That is my main goal. I always want them to come into my studio and know that they're going to leave happy. They know that they're going to leave like satisfied and kind of just like feel a little more like weightless. I always say like I am a therapist, technically, not legally. But yeah, like I always want them to come happy and then leave happy. So yeah, I kind of aim for that. The whole experience is for you to, you know, have a self-care day, and life's hard, and nails, you know, they're an outlet and you're supposed to feel beautiful, and I just love making y'all feel beautiful. Okay, so my camera did die. I did have to change the battery, but let's just keep going. This next question says, how do you handle burnout or stay motivated? This is also my nail tech question. So to handle burnout, I would say I do take my 2 days off, because I am off on Sundays and Mondays, and occasionally a Saturday, just to kind of have the full weekend off. But that's kind of rare, because I know Saturdays are kind of like the busiest, and then people are off. So yeah, I feel like by handling burnout, you kind of should pace yourself. I only take 3 to 4 clients max. Like on TikTok, I see people doing like 9 clients a day, 13 clients, even 7 clients. And to me, I'm like, I could not. One, because I feel like I would be so exhausted. With my 3 to 4 clients, I never eat. During the day, I never eat. I kind of eat when it's dinner time, and that's my first meal of the day. So I feel like kind of limiting myself to 3 to 4 helps with not burning out. So yeah, so everyone's different. Everyone has their personal preference. Some people do 7 to 9 clients a day and feel fine. I am not one of those people. Again, I wish I was, and I wish I was a little bit faster to get more people in, but I am not. So I am very content and very, very happy staying 3 to 4 clients for a little bit. Taking time for yourself, for your to like kind of be alone with your family, with your significant other, that will help. So yeah. This one says, do you offer any other beauty services or plan to expand in the future? So my nail license in the state of Texas is only permitted to do hands and feet. So I cannot legally do any other services but hands and feet. So there was a point where I did want to go to school to be an esthetician. I don't see myself doing it now, maybe in the future. But as of now, I don't have any plans. Yeah, so as of now, I just do nails and toes. Okay, so this next question says, do you have any tips for clients to keep their nails healthy between appointments? So yes, number one rule is cuticle oil. I know that's like so basic, but it is 100% true. I've seen it myself. I've like done experiments on myself. So I'm like, cuticle oil, that is the foolproof way to keeping your nails last stronger, you know, kind of strengthening them. Cuticle oil goes a long way. It's a huge list of benefits. I do sell my own cuticle oils to my clients. If you do want to see a video of how I make it, what I use, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, so I always recommend cuticle oil. If you're washing dishes for a prolonged amount of time, I always suggest gloves. And kind of doing not the dirty work, I would say. Kind of just like taking it slow, try not to jam them. But yeah, so I feel like if you take care of them, they will last longer. Okay, so this one says, where do you find inspiration for nail art? So that one, I find inspiration on Instagram or TikTok or Pinterest. I love recreating as many designs as I can. They're just so much fun, and I love kind of putting my own twist on them, but I get mainly all of my inspiration from Instagram and Pinterest. Okay, so this next question says, if you experience slow times or like a slow season, and what do I do about it? Yes, I would say I do have slow seasons. I really don't know if I have a certain like time frame. I for sure experience that just like anyone else. I can't say for like, you know, specific nail techs or specific like beauty providers, but yes, I for sure experience slow seasons. And during those seasons, I've kind of, you know, just promote myself, you know, try to get more out there with more clients. Sometimes I do promotions, not all the time, like during the slow seasons. I try my best to kind of put myself more out there, kind of engaging more than usual. But yeah, so I kind of feel like everybody goes through it. Everyone's different. But to me, I'm kind of like, you know, I believe in God, and I believe that He will put clients in my chair when I need it. And when I don't, hey, maybe that's a sign I need to rest. You know, maybe that's a sign that I need to study more, spend time with my family, or, you know, I do not wish slow seasons, slow weeks on anybody. You know, at the beginning of my nail journey, I was very slow. I'm not talking about like one client a week. So it is very hard, and it sometimes can be not motivating, because it's kind of like, oh, well, I'm doing all this work, I'm doing everything everyone says to do, I'm putting in work, I'm putting in just kind of everything, and you're still only getting one client a week. Like, it's hard, and we've all been there. You know, sometimes I have slow weeks as well. So I'm kind of like, you know, you just kind of have to take it day by day. It will get better. So yeah, keep what you're doing what you're doing, and the clients will come. So this one says, how do you handle hate comments or negativity online? Do you clap back or ignore it? So honestly, I haven't gotten to the point where people comment hate stuff. I'm like, ew, if you're leaving a hate comment, you're ugly. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't reached to that point. I hope I don't, because ugly people are like, stay out of my comments. But yeah, so I haven't really reached that yet. So I don't know how I would deal with it. I'm kind of like the same attitude. I'm like, do I even know you? Why would I care what you think? Kind of vibe, you know? So yeah, I feel like, I mean, I feel like they wouldn't bother me, but I say that now until someone's like commenting like, oh, I hate you, like, you're ugly. And I'm like, damn. But right now, no, I don't care. I'm like, leave it. It'll get me on the For You page faster. So this one says, what's something that always puts you in a good mood no matter what? So this is gonna sound so cliche and so cheesy, but I love my boyfriend. He is everything to me. Yeah, I really love being with him. He is my best friend. I know that's the cliche, cringy part, but no, I really believe that you need to date someone who is your best friend. Me and my boyfriend, we were friends for about 2 years before, you know, we became like started dating. And yeah, he is 1000% my best friend. And I think that's why like I love and adore him so much, because I know like he's just my best friend and I can tell him anything and I know he won't judge me and I know he loves me and I know, you know, he's just my person. I'm like, I need to stop talking before I get emotional. But yeah. Oh, this one's a good last one. Okay, so this one says, any advice for beginner nail techs who are still building their confidence? So my advice to you is don't stop. So I know sometimes when we're beginners, our work, and this might not be everybody, at least it was my experience. My work was awful. I could not polish correctly. I could not stay in the lines. I had bulky, ugly, awful nails. And that's just part of the journey. So you kind of have to look at it as growth. So don't feel discouraged. Don't feel as if no one likes your nails, because as long as you are trying to perfect it and practicing and practicing and practicing even more, you will get there. I would say perfect acrylic application before you jump into nail art. So I always say the best foundation is a solid foundation. So you need to make sure that the apex is there. Make sure that they're not too thick. Make sure that they're wearable and they're, you know, you're kind of like having a good solid foundation. And that also is application. That's prep. That's prep of the natural nail. You know, it's the skin, the cuticle. Like, you very much have to go and start from the basics. It just comes with time. It really does. And it's annoying, because I was like, I want that time to happen now. But yeah, so you just kind of have to keep at it. You will get where you want to. And yeah, I feel like you just kind of have to go with the flow. Make sure you're practicing. I know I've said practicing about 100 times now. But yeah, so I feel like if you love what you do, if you love nails, if you love Cosmo School or whichever industry you're in, you have to love it. So yeah, stay true to yourself and kind of make your brand and your business like you, because that's what sets me apart. Like, I would hope is me. So I'm different from someone else's nail business because I'm me. So just stay true to yourself and the clients and the followers will come. And you know, if you love what you do, then that's it. So yeah, so that is all for my Q&A today. I really loved answering these questions. I really hope that y'all enjoyed. If you have any other questions, you could just comment them down below. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and I will put that in the bio. So I will see you guys later. I hope you had fun. Thank you for being here, and yeah, bye.